All right, peace to all the guys on earth. Welcome back. Welcome back to Chance. Welcome back to Opportunity. It's your girl, Mama Bambi. Today, within this video, I am going to be going over all of the 7 Hermetic principles, okay? So in order to understand how life works, okay, this earth plane of your mind, it's important that you know about the 7 Hermetic principles. So the first one is the principle of mentalism, okay? The universe is mental, the universe is mind, all right? So the all is mind, the universe is mental. Okay. So you, I, we, all of us is living inside of our mind. Okay. Everything that you see on this so-called external world, okay, and it truly is no external world. There's only an internal world. Okay. We are projecting out our reality. Okay. These are not eyes, these are projectors. And truly there's only an internal world. So your external world is just a projection from your internal world, okay? So we're living inside of our mind, okay? The universe is mental. Now your mind is your soul, okay? Your soul is your mind. So now I'm gonna go to the second principle, the principle of vibration, okay? These are principles, okay? The principle of vibration states that nothing rests. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates, all right? Okay, so the second one was the principle of vibration. Now, everything in the universe is vibrating. Everything appears to be a solid, right? We appear to be a solid, but we are not a solid. I can use a tornado, for example, right? When a tornado is going at a very, very fast velocity, like very, very fast, it appears that it's a solid, right? But we know, like, once it's slowed down, you will see that it's just energy moving, and it's just energy. You understand? It's not a solid. But because it's going at such a very fast speed, and if you get too close, it will actually just throw you across the street. You know what I'm saying? You could get hurt, okay, if it's like a very strong tornado. So when it comes to the universe, you have to know that everything is made of atoms, okay? The atoms, protons, neutrons, and electrons. Everything when it comes to the lamp, when it comes to the chair, when it comes to us humans, okay, atoms. When we look at each and every one of us as human beings, right? We are cells, okay? We are cells, and in the middle of the cell is the nucleus, and inside of the nucleus is where you will find the DNA. DNA is a bunch of atoms stuck together, okay? So we are a vibration of light. If we was to talk about melanin, okay? If we was to talk about melanin, us, okay? Melanin is light. Melanin is biological living light. Now, I want to talk about real fast about our brain, okay? So in our brain, one part of our brain is called the pituitary gland, okay? The pituitary gland is our master gland. The reason why it's called our master gland is because this is where majority of our hormones in our body is secreted within the pituitary gland, okay? Now, it is a hormone that is secreted in a pituitary gland that's called MSH. MSH stands for melanocyte stimulating hormone. This is a hormone that secretes throughout our body from our pituitary gland that keeps us black, to keeps us brown. Okay, it is a hormone that vibrates every millisecond, okay, constantly to keep us black or to keep us brown, okay. If your hair is this color, okay, in the pituitary gland, okay. So we appear that we are a solid, but we are energy. We are an EMF field, okay, electromagnetic field of light. We are a super light field if you have melanin, okay, and neuromelanin. All right, so like I said, we are a super light field. We are super semiconductors, okay. Now, it looks like we're solid, but we're energy, okay. We all, Tesla says the universe speaks in energy, frequency, and vibration, okay. We are all energy vibrating on different frequencies, all right. When we look at the atoms again, I want to go back to the atom. Atom is 99.9% empty space, all right. So we're made of atoms. Everything in the universe is made of atoms. It's mostly empty space, okay. So the principle of vibration is number 2. Number 3 is the principle of correspondence. The principle of correspondence, all right. The principle of correspondence states, as above, so below. As below, so above. So, all right. It also states, as within, so without. Okay. So that's the principle of correspondence. So the above is astrology, all right, which is the macrocosm. And as below is the biology, which is us, okay. We are biological living light. We are melanin. That's what melanin is. Biological living light, okay. Yes, melanin is an antenna. Melanin is a conductor. Okay, I'm gonna talk more about melanin in one of my other videos. Okay, so below, as above, so below. Okay, below is biology, which is the microcosm. Okay, so in order to understand light, you are going to have to know about the law of correspondence. In order to understand life, in order to understand life, you're going to have to study astrology as above, okay? Because astrology is the mechanics of our consciousness, all right? And as below is biology. You got to study biology, all right? A good amount of people, most people already know a little bit about biology because that's taught in the school systems, okay? That's one thing that's taught. Astrology is not in the curriculum, or never have been in the curriculum here in Babylon, but biology have, okay? But it gets even deeper. Biology gets even deeper than what we were taught, okay? So now I'm going to go to the 4th Hermetic principle. The 4th one is the principle of polarity, all right? The principle of polarity states everything is dual. Everything is dual, and everything has poles, all right? Everything has its pairs of opposite. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. All truths are but half truths. All right, so I can elaborate a little bit on that. I'm going to elaborate a little bit on that, okay? So the law of polarity, all right? Everything have its opposite, you understand? So we live when it comes to the universe, okay, the universe, we live within just this whole entire universe. It is a binary solar system, okay? So we live within a binary solar system, okay? So for an example here, and I'll just speak about Babylon, okay? Here within Babylon, if you was to really just pay attention, right, and you just pay attention when you go out to the businesses or these different facilities, okay, you will clearly see that the black women have most of the jobs, okay? Like when it comes to go to a post office, you go to a bank, you go to the food stamp office, or the what is it called, DFAX office. If you go to just any place of business, you will see that it's mainly black women that's at the job, or they may become like the manager, and of course the person above them is a white person that, you know, this owner of the business or whatever. But my point where I'm trying to make is here within this solar system, you will see here in Babylon that the black women, you will mainly see black women in most positions. You will rarely see black men in those positions. So within the other solar system, right, in that world, you will see, and we're not able to see that because we're in this reality, right? In the other world, and the reason why we know that is because the law of polarity, all right? So the opposite. So within the other solar system, it's men that has the place, the positions, okay? When you go to jobs, you will see men in those positions, and the women are the ones that are not in those positions. You understand? Okay. So now I'm going to go to the fifth one. The fifth one is the principle of rhyme. Okay. The principle of rhythm. Excuse me. The principle of rhyme. The principle of rhythm. Okay. So yeah, the principle of rhythm. My bad. I don't know how to say rhyme, but okay. So everything flows. Okay. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. Okay, all things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything, all right? So that is the principle of rhyme, okay? So next, I'm going to go to the sixth Hermetic principle, and this is the principle of cause and effect, all right? Principle is very important for you all to know all of the 7 Hermetic principles, okay? So you can actually look it up on your own as well, and to get familiar with it and know it. Okay. So the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. Okay. So there are no coincidences here and on this earth plane in your mind. Let me say that again, because some people would say, oh wow, what a coincidence. Oh wow, there are no coincidences here in the universe. Everything is calculated, mathematically calculated precisely. Okay, precisely. Okay, to the point where if you just tapped into spirituality, and if you had certain type of moments where you like, okay, like got, I'll say, little spooked out, or if you are the type of person that's just awakening, okay, to reality, I'm pretty sure there's certain people that had moments where I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? You had those moments. So there are no coincidences. The universe, everything is calculated precisely, mathematically, okay? So, like I said right here, chance is but a name of law not recognized, okay? All right, so for every cause, there's an effect. Whatever you do to another person, you're literally doing it to yourself, because you are truly the only one in existence, okay? Separation is an illusion. Everyone that you see is literally you in parallel universes, okay? They're literally a you. You are the source of your reality, and all of your senses is connected to your brain, and you are projecting out your reality, okay? So everyone you see is truly just aspects of your mind. Everyone you see is your subconscious mind, okay? So you are truly the only one in existence. So whatever you do to a person, whether it's good or bad, you're creating either good karma for yourself or bad karma to yourself. So for one, let's say if a person's just saying just nasty stuff about a person. Say you a female and you calling another female a bitch. You said it to yourself before you said it to them. Now, when it comes to the subconscious mind, we talk about the conscious and the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, it's only about 5 to 10% of your reality, right? Your subconscious mind is a great majority of your reality. Your subconscious mind is about 90 to 95%, okay? And When you really take the time to study about the subconscious mind, your subconscious mind only hear things in first party, not third party, first party. So whatever you saying to another person, you're saying it to yourself. Okay. And whatever another person is saying in your atmosphere around you, you still saying it to yourself. Okay. So if you are the type of person and you're around low vibrational people, and they say, just a female, like I use this example plenty of times, say a female that has low self-esteem and she's down in herself and saying things about herself out loud, and you're right there, you're saying it to yourself, because your subconscious mind is picking it up, and your subconscious mind don't know how to separate me from you. You understand? We hear everything in first party, not third party. So that right there tells you that separation is an illusion, and there is no one external of you. Okay? There is no external God. You have to realize that you are God. You are the source of your reality. Okay? So it's important that you want to put out good karma for yourself. You understand? So yeah, so whatever you do to another person, you're doing it to yourself. Like, um, I have so many stories. I'll go into details about those stories later. I'ma just yeah. So okay. So I want to say this, right? So like Chief Nature Boy had taught us that right now we're literally in our mother's womb, and we're dreaming about this reality, right? So when we actually transition, or not die, right? But it's transitioning, because energy isn't created or destroyed. Okay. Energy isn't created. You can't create energy. You can't destroy energy. It only transforms from one form to another. So when we transition out of these avatars, we literally going to be entering into another reality, and a different avatar located in a different area in the world, depending on what frequency you vibrating on. The mother that you portal through have to be a vibrational match to your frequency, and that's contingent upon your life actions, whatever you're doing in this reality, you're literally forming your next reality, literally forming. So that's why chiefs say that we're basically in our mother's womb, right? Womb, okay, womb right now. Is because when you're actually in your mother's womb, before you actually portal out, you were dreaming about your previous reality. Okay. So you were dreaming the life that we're living right now. When you transition, okay, so the life that you're living right now, when it's time for you to transition, you're going to be in a dream state, dreaming about this reality right now. Okay. So right now we all are literally forming our next reality. So if you want, of course, we all want our next reality to be heaven, a heavenly state of mind, right? Because heaven and hell is a state of mind. It's a mentality. Okay. Yeah. So you want to build up good karma. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, treat people as like certain things that was taught to us when we were younger. Treat people how you want to be treated, and just little saying. There's a whole bunch of different little sayings that's not coming to my mind right now. Treat people the way you want to, like, you understand what I'm saying? All right. Okay, so last but not least, the last one is the principle of gender. Okay, the principle of gender. Now, gender is in everything, all right? Everything has its masculine and feminine principles, okay? Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine. You cannot have one without the other. Gender manifests on all planes of existence, okay? So, yeah. So when you look at, now, I want to go to the atom, okay? So when it said gender is in everything, masculine and feminine principles, okay? So when you look at this so-called, with this reality, this so-called reality, right? When you look at and you understand that Everything is made of atoms. People, places, things, this house that I'm in, the chair that I'm sitting in, I'm made of atoms. Okay, everything. The birds outside, the squirrels outside, your dog, you get my point. Everything is made of atoms. Okay, now when you actually look at the subatomic particles of an atom, you have, let me see what I want to start with first. Of course, I should always start with the proton first, right? Or should I start with a neutron? I'll talk more about, go into details about that later. I'm not going to mention the neutron right now because I can go into the creation story. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that right now, all right, because the video getting kind of long. So when it comes to gender and we look at atoms, everything here on this right mental plane of our mind, right? We thought ourselves into existence. Our mind is giving us illusion that we have a body. This is all an illusion. This is a dream, right? Okay. So when we look at an atom, the proton within the atom is the positive charge. This is the masculine energy, okay? And then when you look at the electron is the negative charge. That is the feminine energy. So once you actually understand, when it comes to quantum physics, when it comes to biology, it's deeper than you think. Like in school, we just learned about the basics, but it goes way deeper. Okay, so the proton is the masculine energy, which is the frequency, right? Okay, which is the thought frequency, which is the thought, okay? And this is, yeah, the masculine energy, okay? And electron is the feminine energy, okay? And this feminine energy, okay, that's the frequency. And then the feminine energy is the vibration, it's the action, it's the movement, okay? So that actually concludes. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. Yeah, so that concludes the video. If you all have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you like the video, go on and hit like. If you want to subscribe, go on and subscribe to my channel. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome to Avatar Bambi YouTube. Okay, peace to all the gods, and I love myself.